Hi everyone, I'm Wolfbox, and welcome to the start of something a little bit different. I'm going to be playing City Skylines. It's a little bit of a follow-up to SimCity Creator, what I think is currently, at the time, the best city builder on the market. We're going to be playing the Seven Lakes. It's somewhere around here. Oh boy, come on, it's somewhere around here. Seven Lakes, right in front of me. We're going to be playing as Windville, because we'll be starting off as just a small town. Eventually, we'll be Wind City. Let's get started. I'll see you in the city. And welcome in to the city. I guess it's important to start out with what I want to plan for our city, because I don't think I just want to do a straight 100% playthrough of City Skylines, because I think that's a little repetitive and kind of boring. What I want to do is create kind of more of like a tourist retreat, because I think that this area kind of reminds me of the Adirondacks in upstate New York, and I think we can do something with that and turn it into kind of like a little retreat. So it's probably not going to be a massive city. It's probably just going to be more of a smallish, it might be a decent sized city, but nothing too big. What I want to do is start off with, of course, our highway connection, and I'm kind of just going to be going along and checking in this kind of playthrough, because there's going to be a lot of tedious building, and I'm not sure that you want to see all of that. So I'll be checking in with you and talking about the city as we go. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, since we last left off, Windville has become a little hamlet, which means now we have taxes, loans, and some services, along with these new buildings. It's not like SimCity Creator, and that's kind of what I miss, is that specific requirements to unlock buildings rather than just... In this game, we just have to reach population requirements as we go along to unlock specific buildings, policies, etc. But we've at least hit our first one. I'm happy to report that Wind City, or Windville, rather, actually is starting out with some wind power plants. So that's good to see. So I built up our city a little bit here, at least to get us going, so that we have some money coming in. Whenever you hit those new requirements, so, like for example, when you hit a little hamlet or other requirements, what the game does for you is it gives you a little bit of money to help you out. And that means we don't have to take out a loan. And we especially need some more power generation going. But one of the ways you can do that easily in this game is to just adjust your your budget to get more electricity generation, so that you don't have to build too many power plants, because they're kind of expensive. I was hoping we could build a coal power plant, because they're a little bit more effective early in the game than wind power plants, but I suppose it's alright. But we can finally connect these to the electric grid, and that will help solve a lot of problems. Oh, and I know the city's looking kind of grid-like. It's definitely something I don't want to have going on for too long. Somewhat gritty is alright, but I don't really care for the look of too inorganic. I want our city to look pretty organic around these lakes here. Let's keep the game going. So I wanted to talk about SimCity 2013, because that's for me, what was the city builder I played before this. I actually have it around here. I have it around here somewhere. I used to watch LGR. I watched him review SimCity 2013, and he described the game as basically a DRM nightmare. And so what I did with the game is I wrote Sim DRM on it like he did. But what I don't like about that game is it's always online functionality. At least that's how it was when the game first started, anyway. And it just didn't work very well. All right, we're gonna need to generate some more electricity over here. So as you can see, what we're really hoping for is we can get our population up to 2,200, because those advanced wind turbines are going to be doing us a lot better out in the middle of the lakes. But these wind turbines are really all we're going to be able to work with for now, so I think I want to place them at least somewhere stronger. 6 megawatts sounds good. I know We have to stretch these power lines a little farther than I'd like to. But it's alright for the power generation. So over here, I also... I guess I should try to explain what I did here. So this is supposed to be like our little interchange over here. So we can get people to go onto the highway, get off the highway, and go to either part of our city if they desire. But I try to make our industry the easiest to access and easiest to get off of, so that we can try to mitigate traffic. Because industry is going to generate most of our traffic over here. We gotta add some more water. We also do need to add those other services that the game wanted us to add, but we don't have to take care of those right away. Bingo. Get some more water going. I think we want to... So, we can't actually afford them right now, but once we are able to... Education is not as important right now. It's in the same vein as SimCity Creator in that education is helpful for increasing your education level. Obviously, this game doesn't have a specific education level, but having your citizens be more educated means higher density zones, more population, more tax revenue. So I think we'll have enough to break even. So let's place it right here on these one-way streets. So we keep the one-way streets, obviously, so we can keep the traffic flowing. And then in these little residential areas... Oh. Alright, the game lagged there a little bit, but we now become a worthy village. Congratulations. Which means we can actually buy more land, which is what I enjoy about this game compared to at least SimCity Creator. I know smacking on SimCity Creator, it's a DS game, it's kind of a low-hanging fruit. But one of the things that I love about SimCity Creator is, I love everything about the game, but what I wish it had more of was just more room to expand your city. Because, you saw we had a grid city, and I don't really care for a grid city that's on that scale, right? We had to demolish the only river and water sources we had in our city just so we could finish the grid and get a decent population going, so we could, make sure we had enough money rolling in. Let's make sure we get our garbage out here. I'm sorry. I noticed that we got to take care of that. Let's place that on our recycling center over here. Oh, it's not going to be even. That's going to bother me, but that's all right. So I stick with the grid planning of what the game does. So when we place those roads down, so it places these like this, and that's what I'm sticking with for now. Of course, we can always bulldoze things later as we want to make everything looking nicer. But for now, we do have to pollute this lake a little bit so we can have our, our sewage outflow. All right, let's get our let's satisfy that demand for residential, shall we? It looks like there's a lot of people want to move in, and we're gonna need to build another power plant. Oh boy, I'm gonna be trying to not take out loans. Because I find them kind of just, I don't think they're extremely necessary. I think we'll be able to manage without them. But let's just keep getting these residential zones down so we don't have to worry. So we can keep making more money. That's this essential idea of this early game, is just raking in the money so that we can do the things we want to do later. So, for example, we do have the universities expansion. I do have a decent amount of DLC for the game, and I'd like to build a university for our small resort city, because as just, so we can have our sports teams. That's really what it is. Yeah, we don't have a school yet. Sorry, citizens. We'll be getting there soon. Oh, we also unlocked these other services when it became the next designation, so we're gonna have to wait on those too. So maybe taking a loan out isn't the most terrible idea. I'm going to keep developing the city. I'll see you in a bit. And we're finally a tiny town, which means we've unlocked a lot more features, some new services, our first policies, some more road networks. You get the idea. We unlock a lot of stuff. I wanted to mention that LGR, who I mentioned earlier, is Lazy Game Reviews on YouTube. It's a great channel. You should definitely check him out. I found my copy of SimDRM, SimCity 2013, and I wanted to mention that on the back, it says explore a world of endless possibilities. And the only review on it says, stunning, oneup.com. Oh, is it a stunning game, alright. So stunning that you might not want to play it. Let's get our water up here. It looks like we're getting some complaints. Oh, okay. And now that we've actually gotten some more money because of ranking up our thingy, I want to place down a fire station because I'm more worried about fires than police issues. So let's place a fire station over here. I know that the range it covers doesn't look like it's that much, but pretty much as long as it has access to a road network, it'll probably be able to reach there, so you should be okay. Okay, just different style of buildings, I suppose. We're gonna choose the more modern-looking firehouse and place it right here. That'll take away a lot of our money, but it's all right. Something else I wanted to mention too is I want to hear your suggestions for what we should do with this city, because I want it to be our Win City. So if you have any ideas, any plans you'd like to mention, you know, feel free to. I want to gather this like a 3x3 area just outside, so you know, taking here, 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 and here, and then the corners. That's probably what our city's gonna be looking like. So we'll have all the lakes covered. So if you have any ideas for what you want to do with any specific lakes, because I know that they, like this one lake over here has an island in it. Could be something interesting over there. Please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear your suggestions. Some other things that we are probably going to do, though, like I said, demolishing, changing how our city looks, because grid cities aren't the most attractive, but at least in this early part of the game, it's going to be the most efficient. We're going to be changing a lot of things as we go on, but we just got to make sure we have money flowing in. And just like that, Winville is now a boomtown. A lot of stuff here unlocked. Awesome. And I did want to admit something before we moved on. I did take out a loan so that we could build more services, because that allows us, like I said, to increase our land value, essentially. Because more buildings will be covered by services. Well, those are natural resources. So we have a lot bigger of a map selection here that gives us information, so we can see that we have a lot of natural resources, specifically foresting. But I wanted to look at our land value here, and we see that unlike in SimCity Creator, this game assigns land value based on surroundings, etc. So you can see land value is a bit higher towards these water sources, which is what's going to cause these to go up here, but our land value is also going to increase when we have service coverage. So I built us a high school, and I also built a police station over here, right here. We have an elementary school as well. We're getting our citizens educated, which should allow these buildings to upgrade. Yes. So we need wealthier customers and more educated citizens. Another thing I did is I increased our taxes to 11%. I'm not actually sure at what level they'll start complaining, but I know at 11% they won't complain at all. So worth increasing your tax rate a little bit as soon as you access that. Alright, I placed down a cemetery, which means that our city is now taking care of the last service we needed to cover, which is death care. Hooray. And we also built another recycling center so that we could handle more garbage processing. I did want to mention that I built a coal power plant to subsidize our electricity production for a little bit. But we are able now to build the advanced wind turbines, which is what we're going to start replacing our electrical grid with. And something I wanted to mention, because I'm sure you're familiar with the sim sheet from SimCity Creator. That sheet provides us helpful information from our sims, telling us what's going wrong with our city, what's going right, sometimes just miscellaneous, etc., you know, just for the time period. And in this game, we have an equivalent, and that's Chirper. And Chirper will occasionally give us alerts that can range from very helpful advice to how to improve your city to, like I said, just a little bit of nothingness. But other than that, I think this is a good place to leave off. Our city is making money, and we got a lot of residential demand too. There's a lot of people who want to move into our Windville and turn it into a wind city. I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and comment. For future content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when new videos are out. I'm Wolvlox, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.